The 100 men versus one gorilla debate. A true philosophical question for the current generations and future ones ahead. Many people would believe the gorilla would win. Some would think the 100 men could win. However, the true answer is that either side could win. Because it all depends on this one thing. Variation. Now, variety can either go to both sides. It's either the gorilla or the 100 men. But before we even get to that, I want you to imagine this. The scenario of this historical event. We are in a box that's 100 meters in width, length, and height. And there's grass, water, rocks, and nearby trees. Now, let's say the 100 men were all the size of like Shaq, and they're built like him. They could definitely put some power into the gorilla. But if they were as short as someone like Hasbulla, the gorilla would be throwing dimes every day. And of course, we can't do that. You gotta make it fair. So imagine this. Imagine all these 100 men were 5'9" and weighed 185 pounds. I'd say that's like pretty good, above average. And they know basic combat knowledge, and the only thing they have as their weapons is fists and the nearby materials mentioned from earlier. Now, based on this circumstance, the 100 men gotta have at least 15 losses, because they really only know how to throw punches, block, and dodge, because of the basic combat knowledge. My personal belief is the gorilla will still beat the shit out of them, because the gorilla is so dense with muscle, you wouldn't rip his arm out even if 50 people pulled on it. That's how strong it is. And it's just that durable. The only chance they could possibly have is throwing water in its eyes. But then it'll make it just more irritated, and then we all rest in peace under the ground. Nobody's coming after us either. Now, the thing is, I'm talking about this from a stand where people, all the 100 people would actually try to fight. But on other scenarios, a lot of people would want to be the last person to fight the gorilla. Let me show y'all some examples right here. Yeah, look at all these guys. You'll know what they're talking about. These guys are the last one to fight the gorilla because, frankly, I don't blame them. When Josh is fighting a silverback gorilla, after the absolute demolishment it could do like a double ham sled punch into your chest, bro. Next thing you know, your ribs are broken, your lungs are flying out. Like, nobody would want to do this. So keep in mind that in these scenarios, all these dudes gotta have the heart and spirit of a warrior and the determination of Kratos himself. Okay, but now let's move on a bit. Let's say all these males that are still 5'9" and 185 pounds, but they knew how to do MMA techniques and take down. Now that they have this ability to do this kind of stuff, they could possibly do a takedown on the gorilla and hold it down, which would require at least 15 people, at least on their size. And the others could try to, like, I don't know, poke his eyes out or just like tickle him. Just do everything to weaken the gorilla, and they just might be able to knock it down. Because really, this gorilla may be a human. I mean, let me rephrase that. This gorilla may be an animal, but it's a strong ass animal, and we only have our hands and other stuff as the weapons. Now, because let me tell you this, if we were able to make weapons or hold any weapons, the gorilla would be 6 feet under in a coffin. You know why that is? Because our weapons would demolish. We used to have 30 people out there that would use spears to destroy a mammoth, like 30 to 15 people. They could do that. What the hell do you think would do gorillas? You need range and brains to beat these guys, because they obviously have the bronze. Now it's not even talking about their Biforce, which is stronger than a lion. Okay, but now we've done as much variety as we can for the humans. Let's talk about the gorilla. Let's say the gorilla was like 1 year old. It's a baby gorilla. I don't know if they age like that, but let's just say it's a baby gorilla. right? It's a kid gorilla. Let's just say it's a kid gorilla. I'm backtracking. But kid gorilla versus 100 men of each side, the basic knowledge or the MMA fighters. It'd be easy raps. Let's be honest now. But imagine the gorilla was like a mutant. It had like 3 times the force of a normal gorilla. And it was like unbelievable monster beyond comprehension. Like this guy you see right here. We wouldn't be able to beat that. We get the fuck out of there. And even if we combined 200 men against that monstrosity, we would still lose. So in conclusion, this fight depends on who you want to win. Because 100 men could have a lot of variety and same as a gorilla. And if we're being honest, on my personal belief, the gorilla is winning unless we have weapons. Anyways, goodbye chat.